Lalicup Menstrual Cup. Healthy and invisible protection for menstrual days. Lalicup is made from medical-grade silicone that doesn't irritate or dry out the vaginal mucosa. Silicone is hypoallergenic, free from toxic contaminants, 100% biocompatible, extremely durable, and of course, latex-free. Lalicup is folded into a smaller shape, then inserted into the vagina, where it remains in place under vacuum and supported by vaginal muscles. Instead of absorbing menstrual fluid, the menstrual cup collects it. Then the cup is removed, emptied, cleaned, and reused. The cup is cleaned with water or intimate wipes. It's sterilized in boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes. A bottle of water can be helpful for cleaning your Lalicup in public toilets. It's available in small, medium, large, and extra large size, and in many different colors. Lalicup is inserted into the lower part of the vagina, where it doesn't interfere with any of your daily activities. It can be safely used while sleeping and during sports. Thanks to the innovative design, Lalicup folds more easily and has a larger capacity than other cups. It even functions as a water tampon, preventing water from entering the vagina while you're swimming. It can be worn for up to 12 hours, and with proper care, it can last from 5 to 10 years. Because it's reusable, it doesn't create any waste, and the one-off cost is recouped in just 3 months. Lalicup's unique features and premium quality have been endorsed by some of the biggest influencers in this niche. And of course, our devoted fans from all across the world. Lalicup. Trust the flow.
Another 6th session of Business Talk with Trusted Partner with CCIS. Just a brief follow-up after several business talks so far. Some of our guests are continuing direct communication with previous participants. They're exchanging information and looking for common ground for possible further cooperation. So we actually can say that we have set up a virtual platform with the aim of connecting business people and creating a business community. As we promised, we will host different type of industry, and today we are stepping into the woman intimate care industry. Moving forward and saying that, our today's guest is Ms. Matea Kalin. She is coming from the company Bujaka. The company was the first to launch a Slovenian menstrual cup and lead the way in the field of women's intimate care, and later on, she became a producer. Matea, welcome and good day to you too.
Hello, thank you, Ines. Thank you all for joining, and I hope you will all enjoy our business period conversation.
Nicely put, nicely put. It's my pleasure, Matea, talking to you and having you as a guest. As I already write it down in the invitation, you're a very brave woman stepping into this business. So please explain us what your company do and how did you start with that?
We are producing feminine hygiene products as alternatives. Our main product is Lalicup, menstrual cup. And we also have period panties, period pads. We are actually aiming for sustainable products, but at the same time, we want to ensure freedom of every customer. So for example, Lalicup is made from medical grade silicone, and it just fold it into the smaller shape when it remains under seal and vaginal muscles. It stays in the place and collects the menstrual fluid instead of absorbing it. So when you empty your Lalicup, you just squeeze the bottom of the cup and clean it with water. And at the end of your period, you just sterilize your cup in boiling water so you can have one cup for several years. And it's really working. So then we have period panties. It's like normal panties from cotton, but has a leak-proof protection, so it can save your I mean, it can protect you from your stains on your trousers. Then we have also this red, lovely. It doesn't show well, but okay, it's with lace and it's a little bit sexier. But also we have panties, black panties with 4 absorbent layers. So it's especially designed for heavy flow, especially at night. So we have different period panties available for order. And last, we also have these pads, period washable pads from Eco Cotton. And it's also with lovely prints. And I have to say, it's also more comfortable than disposable ones. So yes, we are trying our best to have a perfect solution for periods and also for zero waste.
So actually, you think this really good and supplement this Lalicup with different products that go together. If I remember correctly, you started your business with importing this kind of menstrual cup, and then you decided to produce it on your own. So this, can you explain our guests what led you to that decision then?
Yes, I have to say that I started my business 15 years ago when I heard about menstrual cups and was so surprised that that kind of solution wasn't yet known here in Slovenia. And with all my enthusiasm and with the desire to enlighten other women who were also struggling with the same issues I had years ago, I just quit my job and try to start importing menstrual cups from other countries. So for several years, we've been the only cup on market. So, but we had only 2 different sizes available. So we couldn't help our customers if they wanted a bigger or big capacity or comfortability. So because the cup also didn't meet my need, I've decided that I will create the first Slovenian menstrual cup because using my own bodies, my friends' bodies, and also customers as a reference. So all this experience combined with other processes and the manufacture processes. So Lalicup was created, and it took me a few years, but now I'm really happy to report that there is more and more women who are actually proud owners of Lalicup.
Great, interesting. So then you have a problem and you find a solution, then you adapt the solution, and now you're selling your own menstrual cup. Congratulations for that. And just brief info, how is your business holding today? How is the menstrual cup going on Slovenian market and in foreign markets?
I have to say it's not easy, but we are trying our best. Now we are maybe really #1 here in Slovenia market. Of course, we are present in Tuž drugstore, in Leclerc drugstores, in Mercator drugstores, in some pharmacies, zero waste shops, some e-commerce shops, and so on. But Slovenia is really small marketplace, and we really have to enlarge our meaning abroad. Also, we are present in Italy, Netherlands, Hungary, Slovakia, Czech Republic, also Austria, and maybe I forgot something, but also other countries like Philippines, Hong Kong, Thailand.
More exotic and distant countries. Where do you see the trend is going? Is this still, I mean, it depends on the area, or let's say here in Europe, or maybe in Asia, what did you notice? Where is the biggest demand from abroad?
Yeah, here in Europe, the sustainability is really highly appreciated. Europe already kind of know all the sustainable and menstrual cups and also period panties. There are, the world is big place. So we have a lot of opportunities. I have to say that right now we are packaging for Thailand.
Okay.
So we have one small distributor there, and she's kind of selling it in, like a Shopify or something.
Okay.
Nothing special, but
Online.
it's kind of going.
Online.
Yes, online.
So how can other customers reach you? Do you have your online retail store, or you're going through distributors, partners, or how can women from, let's say, Switzerland buy your Lalicup?
Yeah, we have everything. We are doing B2B, B2C. We also have our own web page. So web store .si and .com.
Okay.
So they can reach us from everywhere in the globe. And we are really trying our best to be visible, but sometimes you have to have a lot of marketing budgets for that.
Of course, the B2C is a little bit trickier than B2B. So I need to ask you something, because I read it somewhere, I think on the LinkedIn post, and I saved it just for that matter to ask you and to clarify this issue. So there was a post, they named a company in Germany, and as in too many other countries as well, hygiene products for menstrual were taxed as a luxury good. So that means actually that you can buy tampons for, and it is taxed with 19% tax. On the other hand, you can eat caviar and buy it with 7% tax stamp. So can you explain me how this regulation is going? So eating caviar is, for my imagination, a luxury, and having products for women intimate care, it's a must because of the period, you know? So can you explain this logic?
I have to say that there is no logic here, but a lot of countries really try their best to not to enlarge the taxes, but to increase them. Thank God, we are here in Slovenia. We have increased taxes for 9.5%, but also, I mean, it depends on the country. And I hope there will be increasing taxes for all the world.
Yeah, I mean, because it doesn't make sense, you know. So this was a very funny statement, and this named company in Germany starts selling tampons under the book category. I don't know how they do that, but this was actually taxed by 7%. So, and they made it to all the newspapers. So I can imagine this was very good marketing approach. I can imagine that they sell all the stocks with the tampons. So I think that these kind of approaches are very interesting to know. So how do you market your products? You say previously that it's very challenging with the marketing. I assume the budget here is very challenging to have for this kind of activities.
Yes, we are really trying our best, and we are doing all sorts of things like social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We are also doing YouTube and Google Ads, radio stations. We are working with influencers. But the most important thing is that we are talking about periods as a normal thing, and no woman should be ashamed of it. So we also educate our medical staff, for example, midwives. They are teaching teenagers about sex and about periods. So it's really important to enlarging the awareness of periods and alternatives for periods.
Okay, so this is very sensitive product, of course.
Yeah.
And then I think that I heard that you mentioned that it's made from silicone. Is this kind of special silicone? Do you need some kind of certificates for that? Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, Lalicup is made from medical liquid silicone, which is FDA approved by medical use, in accordance with ICO standard, and is biocompatible, hypoallergenic, and safe. The surface of the cup is really smooth, so the cleaning is actually really easy to just wash it with water, and it's quite enough. So we are importing silicone from Germany and USA, and right now we are waiting to receive vegan certificate to ensure that.
Seriously, sorry for interrupting, but I don't see here the connection.
We have a very demanding customers, I can say that.
Okay.
And, yeah, and that is why we need to have a vegan certificate to ensure that there is no animals involved in our products.
And you actually can put that stamp vegan on the product like Lalicup.
It's a green sign.
You know? Yeah, it's a green sign. So actually it won't be seen on your green Lalicup behind you, so that you have on the screen. So just a joke, sorry for that, but I was shocked, you know, so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move forward. As a matter of fact, we already some questions popping out, so, but nevertheless, I will still ask you, who is your customer and end user?
Mm-hmm. Yes, our ideal customer, I mean, end user is a modern woman who has a very heavy flow and has a great lifestyle, modern and eco-friendly lifestyle, who likes to travel a lot and who deserves and wants her freedom.
Okay, a very nice descriptions. I remember when talking to you a while ago, you had some kind of calculation when using regular pads or tampons, your expenses in a sum of, I don't know, 4,000 euros or something. Did I remember correct? Can you explain this? How is the calculation here if you're using Lalicup, which is reusable, so you can have it for a few years, and then if you buying every month like pads or tampons, what's the calculation here?
Yes, I've calculated that if you use menstrual cup, you really save around 4,000 euros because in your reproductive age, of course. And if you buy one Lalicup, your purchase will recap around 3 months, because you have to, if you have a heavy flow, you have to buy tampons and pads for heavy nights, and you also have to buy the biggest pads and smallest one. So it's kind of 10 euros per month.
Yeah, of course. And if you have really heavy flow, actually you have to calculate the sheets on your bed and everything else, you know. So, I mean, there is quite quick revenue here when using Lalicup. I know a lot of women using that, and they have a very good feedback. I imagine you have also from your customers very positive and good feedbacks. Nevertheless, today, let's say in modern age era, we can see everything regarding women intimate care industry. Actually, not long ago, I saw that there are even tampons with antibiotics and so on. So, I mean, it's crazy right now in the market with that kind of products. So, and this is all your, let's say, competition.
Yes, that's for sure. But well, if you buy also the pads or tampons from organic, more healthy material, there is even more expensive, of course.
Ah, okay. Of course, agree with that. So let's say that you already explained how did you start and this woman empowering and freedom and so on, but do you have actually in your mind something to develop to connect with someone regarding your business? Do you have new ideas? What will you add? I mean, you have quite big let's say products you can buy from your store, from pads, from panties, different types, different sizes. So in which way are you going now? You will stay here or you will broaden your offer?
We will try our best to broaden my offer, but right now I am thinking to start with starter kit, so that it could be one package for the girls, teenagers, maybe who still don't want to put something inside of her vagina, and maybe to try just with pads and period panties to have some starter kit. So maybe we will try first with that, and we will, I don't know what will the future will bring.
Very nice idea, good idea. First aid kit, you know, so you can put it everywhere because you get it when you don't expect it. So yeah, thank you for that. 25 minutes already passed with our conversation. I suggest to move to some questions that pop out. I will read it. How are you able to influence pre and pups and consumers and their mothers to start them with this sustainable and environmentally friendly period protection? So how do you influence consumers?
Yeah, we try a lot with our local influencers. And of course, there are a lot of social media where there is all video presentations about zero waste and some products, which of course it's sustainable, and like menstrual cups and panties and so on. But we are also trying, I mean, a lot of moms called me and asked me about how can I help them, because they had teenagers and they just started their period and they want to go swimming, and I just kind of teach them how to use all these our products.
Did you use a webinar and invite household moms to attend and to address different topics, or you just shoot a video and put it on the YouTube and social media and so on?
We also shoot a video and also educating midwives. So midwives educating teenagers. schools, while
Yes.
they are teaching them about health, about sex, and they are also teaching them about adolescence and periods, of course.
Yes. Is this still something like taboo, or this is like open to talk in society, in today's society?
Well, fun fact that menstrual cups were really invented in 1930.
30.
And 30, yes.
Serious.
At the same by American actress, but at the same time also tampons were invented, and in that time I have to say it was not decent for women to touch their vaginal area, and they didn't talk at all. So that's why tampons has increasingly succeeded in marketing and in sale as well, because you have to purchase them each month. And the Lalicup, I mean menstrual cup, you just need once, and a happy customer didn't talk about it. So yeah, that is why I mean we are not in 1930 anymore.
Okay.
Women do talk about periods,
Okay.
and they are more open, more educated, more enthusiastic about it.
And ready to try something new, to change.
Yes. And people, I mean, we receive a lot of emails. For example, thank you, Lalicup, you've changed my life. And
Nice. A good
yes,
feeling when you get that positive feedback. How
yeah,
it will impact on someone's lives, actually.
yeah. I have to say it drives me forward to be where I am still, and to try. Yes.
Okay, moving forward, is there pushback from retailers because your products takes the consumer out of their store with this method? I see that women wouldn't need to buy pads and tampons anymore. Okay, so if the retailers are pushing back because of the other products that won't be needed anymore.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you see that?
well, the funny thing is that other producers of pads and tampons are actually producing now menstrual cups.
Of course, they're adding their products to previous products that they have in different form. Of course, this is something that is using today. And I mean, this is live business environment, of course. How outrageous luxury tax. Yes, Sonia, I completely agree with you. That's why I mentioned that this is totally crazy. I don't know who wrote it down, but I assume it was not a woman. So thankfully in Canada, feminine hygiene products are tax-free, actually. So there you go, Matea. I think you should look in that way, because you know it's much more cheaper then, of course. In Slovenia, we recently went from 22% tax to 9.5 on period products. So we are getting there slowly but surely. I'm glad to hear that we are moving in this way. Kits are a great idea. We were given kits and brochures when we were in grade 6, 11 years old or so. Good to know. This is also from Sonia from Canada. Great. How can I clean the cup in public toilets? Is asking Katya.
In public toilets, everything is just simple and easy. I have to assure that. You just empty your content into the toilet and clean, I mean, wash with bottle of water. You can have your bottle of water always in your purse. And you can also use intimate wipes, or if there is any water excess. I mean, blood is denser than water. So there is no spillage in the blood all over the place, like you can imagine in some horror movie, but it's actually really simple. You just squeeze the bottom of the cup and empty your cup in toilet, and you don't have any messy hands and anything. And if you, I mean, there is no bad smell afterwards.
Okay, so you describe it so vivid, and it's very lovely to see like that and very enthusiastic. So hope you inspired some other women as well, and maybe some other guests for some business opportunity that they see on their markets. I don't see any questions anymore. So in half an hour, I think that we covered all. Or did I forget something to ask you, Matea? Please.
Well, I don't remember anything, but I just wanted to say that it's worth a try. That's it.
Great, great. Nice conclusion, actually.
Yeah.
So, please, thank you again, Matea, for being my guest today. Thank you all the participants to share your thoughts and questions. So this is it for today, and we will see each other next time. Thank you and bye.
Bye.
Bye.